Hey, all viewers and viewers, my name is Strategist, and welcome back to Sir You're Being Hunted. This is episode 224 now. So, remember in the last episode, of course, we made a start on our latest sort of, I say challenge, it's not really a challenge, it's more just to sort of, wander around, have a look around the environment kind of thing. The memorial tour, basically, where we're just going to have a look at, how much weird stuff we can see on these kind of memorials in graveyards, things like that. So, we're back here on this particular map. Last time we had a look at 3 memorials in this big sort of extended village area, which technically is actually several villages, but you know what I mean. I think we'll just, keep going, wandering off in another direction, and see what we find. Surely will also have to be a church somewhere on this island. I mean, there's a mill there, but usually you do get a church in these kind of big rural biomes as well. I won't be surprised if there's actually a memorial somewhere around here, around among these buildings perhaps. Do you reckon that might be a thing? I mean, there's a couple of paths we could take actually, so let's go in this direction first and see what's often, down this way. And also, whilst I'm at it, I might investigate some doorways, see if I can find maybe some food. Suitable food, that is. Never mind. Okay, so is there actually going to be a memorial stone anywhere in this village? It doesn't look like actually there will be, because there's a tree over there. You see, after playing Sir You're Being Hunted, after doing so many episodes of it, you do start to see the way in which certain aspects of the biomes generate. And the thing about, the rural biomes is, usually the villages are kind of laid out sort of like spokes. Usually there'll be kind of like a central village, and then smaller villages kind of radiating off from it. And typically, the way the smaller kind of outlying villages generate, the path always ends on the other side, and usually it'll spawn something there at sort of the tip of the path. Sometimes it'll be a big tree like that, sometimes it'll be one of those kind of stone crosses, other times it'll be an actual memorial stone. So yes, just thought I'd say that, since I've picked up on these things. I'm not, suggesting that I've only just picked up on this. I have known this for some time, I'll be honest. I'm just talking about it now, pretty much. Okay, let's load up with a bit of stuff there. I'm pretty sure it's been a while since my last recording session, since I recorded the first episode in this memorial tour thingy. So, my memory has gone a little bit hazy all of a sudden. But I'm pretty sure I did turn off the robots, didn't I? So I don't see any around. I don't hear any either, which is probably helpful. Now, there is there's more buildings over here. Okay, yeah, because I probably, when I did the biome terrain generation, I probably set it, didn't I, to max out the structures. That would make a lot of sense, yes. Okay, so just to actually maybe give you an idea of when I'm actually recording this, as of when the moment I record this, it's a nice Thursday, early morning, and basically it's the day after England have just been knocked out of the World Cup by Croatia. That should give you an idea when I'm recording, basically. Obviously, when I record and when I upload are typically 2 entirely different things. Just realised there's a matchbox in there, I might take that. Oh, and also, there's another red mushroom. I might take that as well. Can always have a nice acid trip if I want to. I was going to say get over the wall, but there's a gap right there. Okay, never mind. So it looks like we've got a slight path there that's generating into the water. As you do. Right, so far I just see stone crosses in these particular villages. Stone crosses you can't access, they're not actual, readable things, are they? No, definitely not. No. Now that probably goes off towards the central kind of village area up there. But what about in this direction? It looks like there might be a memorial stone up here, actually. Sip of tea whilst I'm at it. So there we go. Actually, speaking of the World Cup, whilst I'm here, of course, thing is, everyone in England, was getting all excited because it's the first time in about 28 years that England have, progressed. What made all that much progression in a World Cup tournament? But of course, now we've been knocked out. We've been brought back down to earth, pretty much. Okay, let's read this on. This is Victims of the Marmalade Famine. I feel like I've heard of the Marmalade Famine before in this game. Amy Worrell, Lord Hothenbottom, Johnny Maloney, Matt Lee, Peter Holthouse, Sean Leach, Alistair McFarlane, Andy Russell. Sir Googly Moogly, Matthew Smallwood, Sebastian Overland, Peter Scrimshaw, Jeremy Clark, Gary Ramsey, Ed J. Wells, Matthew Rantel, Stuart Bonham, Martin Hempel, Joseph Sullivan, Patrick R. Kelly Esquire, the Right Honourable Duncan Botwood, Stephen Plum, Richard Badger McCullough, John Edward Blacklaws, Richard Lawson, Xander Chin, John Hobbs, Andreas Powell, Izele, I don't know how to pronounce that, Rami Pitkamaki, Leo Fruistuik, Sean Pelkey, Craig Alexander Dolan, Matthew Corsbrook, Russell Anthony Down, Tyrant SC, The Syndicate, Fleming Dupont, Anders Cronquist, Chris Whittle, Emmanuel Reveline, Philip Walston, J. Alexander D. Atkins Esquire, Sean Shanahan, Enrique Camo, Elliot and Han Forever, Joe Mercer with random capitalisation, Ricky Stevens, Lachlan Sudashan, Thomas W. Davis III, Andy Woods, Ian Hodgkiss, Christopher Peretti, Craig Darcy Kirkholdy, Sir Dave Vick Esquire of that ilk, Notchibald Johnson, Andy Mowat, Zella Ebmochis, I assume that's how you pronounce it, Bob Van Santen, Werner Beitel, Vitas Varnus, Trevor Norsworthy, Robert Boole, Unity, Vinceramu, Damien Barron, Lee Coombs, Zachary Gardner, Christopher Guzman, Raymond Lee, Yolanda Mansfield, Sebastian Haig, Roland Lidstrom, Eric J. Daly, Donald Meyer, Jeff Tidy. Okay, it feels like there's quite a few familiar names in there, ones we may have read before. So I wonder if we've kind of found the sort of full limit of names that you'll get on the memorial stones. Should go back in this direction actually. It's okay. Yeah. So what was I saying about the World Cup? So yeah, England knocked out. I'll be honest though, having watched a little bit of England's actual play style, I really don't think the reason we got as far as we did was because of actual skill. Well, I say that, you know, those footballers are definitely a lot more skilled than I am. No doubt about that. You know, if you asked me to play football, I'd be shit at it. I was always kind of rubbish at football, to be honest. It was my kind of least favourite sport from high school, just because I was never very good at it. You know, sports actually that I did enjoy while I was in high school that I quite enjoyed playing. I enjoyed playing, you know, basketball was one that I actually didn't mind playing. Again, I wasn't actually good at basketball, but I actually kind of enjoyed it for what it was, and I liked it. Also, table tennis. I freaking love table tennis. I mean, to be honest, you know, as teenage lads, we never actually played it properly. We would just smack the ball at each other as hard as we could, send it flying across the hallway. And the teacher would be like, "Who did that? Come on, own up." But, you know, it was enjoyable. And we loved it. Badminton, of course, which was, I'll be honest, which was the kind of sport that all the geeks and nerds were into. Because I was one of them, pretty much. You know what I'm trying to say, yeah. But yeah, so you see, there were a few sports there that I quite enjoyed playing when I was in high school. But yeah, but like I say, football I was never skilled at, I was never brilliant at. I was honestly terrible. But yes, another memorial here. If we check this one out, the compass markings sort of going all over the place. Victims of the Black Oil Plague. Is this one familiar? See, again, it's been, you know, so many weeks since my last recording of the episode 223. I can't actually remember which ones I've looked at. I'm pretty sure I haven't looked at this one though, just because I don't know, the compass points on the map markers on the compass up there don't seem right. Don't seem to match up with this one. Stephen Ninchilla Cosgrove, Pedro Franco de Carvalho, Timothy Russell, Mike McCraney, Nicholas Pietrzak, Jesus, Christian Fletcher Smith, Tom Rich, Esquire, Vasilius Hoffman, Chet Falishek, John Neller, Christopher, Thomas Blaney, Garin Hebert, Logan Wolfe, Dominic Dalek, Exterminate Dominic, Chufang, Callum de Wolfe, Angela Rachel Cullen, Sander No Shelton, Theodore Wolfe, Bunny Smith, Chris Noden, Michael Shaw, Erland Hove, Christopher Barnard, Carlos R. Manaras, Herman Luce, Matthew Johns, Andy Waller, Sir Geoffrey, David Toms, Danny H, Jenny Rowland, Graham Andrew, Mark Watson, Yarg, Michael Watson, Adam George, Michael Woolard, Diego Alejandro, Angus Irvine, Adam James Purcell, Morgan Humphreys, Paul New, Philip Williams, all in capitals for some reason, Raymond Darth Vidar, Jason Statten, Alex Poulton, Dr. H, L1, Davies Esquire, I'm not sure if I've read that correctly, Ewan Smith, Namieson, however that's pronounced, Asen Svetkov, Christopher Cleveland, Gareth F. Abrahams, Chris Richardson, Cara Ellison, Mohammed Nazmi, Charles McCullen, Zebra Matt, Robert Christopher Francis Butchko, Matt and Mal Hill, Chris Gibbons, Massimiliano Lucci, Wayne Pozzi, Dr. R. Seeley, Glyn Fairweather, Kevin Murphy, Joe Staton, John T. Hicks, James Douglas, Nicholas Gulo, Gary Alfonso, Timothy Bradshaw, Pablo Conrad Kessler, Ben Reichelt, Red Leather, Stuart Hall, Nitin Dayarbai, A Companion Cube, Alistair Parker, Eric T. Viking, Roland J. Veen, Akiva Ben Avraham. Okay, so again, quite a few names there actually which feel familiar to me. I think I've seen them before. So maybe we're actually coming to sort of repetitions now on the memorial stones. In which case, next I think we should find maybe some churches. I'm just also thinking, did I set any castle biomes as well? Because castle biomes sometimes have the blue plaques in them with names. Oh, did I do that actually? Oh, I'm not sure. We'll have to explore the other islands and see. Let me just have a sip of tea whilst I'm at it. There we are, lovely. Lovely jubbly. Okay, well in that case, I think we'll head to one of the jetties, we'll pick one at random, we'll go to the North Island, we'll progressively make our way around the islands and just check to see if there's anything in terms of memorial stones, graveyards, blue plaques that we missed. I haven't seen any churches on this island. In fact, if I look at the map, will we be able to actually discern any? That's a key question, actually. Okay, so we're sort of around about here, in the kind of central area of the island. So you can sort of see where there are big buildings in the environment, because obviously there's big blotches on the map. And I see all these up here, these are likely to just be, you know, pretty standard village buildings. Then there's more down here, there's more over here. It looks like there may be a big building down there, but is that farmstead that I saw before? That could be what that is, I'm not sure. It looks like there might be something over here as well. I'm just thinking, because obviously I've marked out a load of memorials that I've technically visited already, so I could probably move these markers. So let's drop marker 1 over there. Now let's move it over in that direction. Let's just drop marker 2 over there, because I want to now go and have a look at those. So marker 1, this direction. We're sort of facing in the right direction anyway, which is pretty good. So what is it that it's looking at over there? It's not the water tower, is it, that it's looking at? Or is there something actually beyond it? We're still heading towards it, okay. Anything? Okay, the marker's starting to move on the compass. Why is that? Okay, I think it is actually the water tower. Yeah, it's the water tower. Never mind. Okay, so that's nothing. That's not going to have anything to it. Okay, well let's head off to marker 2 then and see what that was. I'm assuming that was just the farmstead that I saw before, but it could be something else. It could be something different for all I know. Something that I've completely missed. I'm not sure. Just got to use that map to navigate around, see what the deal is. So getting back to the topic I was talking about before the World Cup, so the only real reason, I'll be as cynical as this may sound, the only real reason I think England managed to advance so far in the World Cup this year is just not so much because of, you know, they were at the same kind of level of skill as other teams in the World Cup, but just because, you know, some of the teams who usually dominate, some reason just crashed out this year, so like Germany and Brazil, you know, that was kind of a shocker, I'll be honest, this year, that those teams didn't do very well. So yeah, very surprised to learn that they got knocked out. So yeah, so I think it did to an extent kind of open up the playing field for England a bit. I mean, I'm not saying that the England players are bad by any means. I'm just saying, you know, compared to other players, I just don't think they play as well. And I think they need more practice. You know, that's the thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to any England players who are watching. Okay, I think this is what we're picking up here on the bloody radar. Never mind, that's not going to be helpful at all then. Okay, so we'll go over here to this jetty that's off in this direction. We'll head to presumably the South Island, I'm guessing this is. There it is. Okay, well, I don't think there are any churches that have spawned on this island, which is a slight surprise because usually you get one, but maybe there is one and I've just completely blanked it like an idiot. Because, you know, that's always possible. I do have times. I do have my odd moments where I completely forget certain things or I look in the wrong direction or whatever. South Island, everybody. Getting gas from my tea just then. Oh, I should probably... Oh. Mm. 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 Sorry, there we go. I just took a bit of a mouthful for it. I couldn't swallow it all in one go. Jesus. So I had to swallow it in about 3 gulps. So yeah, hence why you just heard me making all kinds of weird noises. Okay, now that we're here on the South Island, I think we'll wrap this episode up and we'll continue our exploration in the next episode. So thank you everybody for joining me for episode 224 of So You're Being Hunted. Obviously, you know, if you're not doing so already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the video description. I always had a moment there where I forgot what I was going to say. Of course, you know, you can go and sign up to those social media pages to stay up to date with my uploads as of when I publish them. Other than that, thank you everybody. Hope you'll join me for episode 225. We'll continue our exploration there, see if there's anything else that's there to see in terms of names, strange monikers and whatever. Other than that, thank you everybody, and goodbye all. Oh, got him. Shit. Get off the edge. Oh, no, go. Get out of here, get out. No, I'm gonna die. Ah! That's that monstrosity finished off. Get over there. See ya. Oh, shit, no. Oh, fuck. I did not mean to do that. Oh, please don't tell me I have to kill it again now. Shit! You've got to stop it. Yeah. Oh lord, no. Holy crap, this area's horrible. Oh my god, I'm being shot to fucking pieces. Ah! Oh my, what the fuck? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Fucking hell. Bloody hell, that did like 1,000,000 damage. This better not be a... Whoa! Shit! No! Oh my fucking god! How many... What?